So Meta was kind enough to send me this Quest 3 VR headset for review, and let me tell you, the level of entertainment, immersion, as well as performance truly surprised me. We're gonna get right into it right after this.
Nico knows tech, all your tech tips and reviews on deck. Nico knows tech, #1 channel with the news on check.
The main question on a lot of people's minds is how does it compare it to the Quest 2? Well, in short, it has a faster processor, better graphics, better resolution, more RAM, more storage, essentially better in every way. It's also significantly lighter than the Quest 2, making it more comfortable. When considering whether or not the Meta Quest 3 is right for you, of course price is going to be a factor. With the Quest 3 priced at around $500, it's not exactly cheap. And when you have options like the 3S priced significantly cheaper, oftentimes people ask what's the difference. Well, in short, the Meta Quest 3 flagship has a bit crispier graphics, a better graphics processor, so an overall more crisp experience. In addition, the full color pass-through is a bit better on the Quest 3, and with mixed reality experiences becoming a bigger part of today's VR experience, I can see why one might be better than the other. Another amazing feature I love is the ability to turn a small bedroom into a massive theater with a 1,000-inch screen. I found myself rewatching movies I hadn't seen in a while because I never got to see them in theaters. The size of the screen and the position is limited only by your imagination. And of course in VR, gaming is taken to a whole other level, including social games such as Rec Room, which enable you to visit countless environments and meet new and amazing people, just like these guys who are really happy to be on YouTube.
Hey yo, I'm gonna be on YouTube with this guy, bruh. He's so chill.
I'm gonna be on YouTube. Holy, that's crazy. A YouTuber in the flesh.
Included with the Quest 3 was Batman Arkham Shadow, which was rated Best VR Game of the Year. The graphics was jaw-dropping, and I felt like I was actually fighting as Batman. I also must add that 2024 and especially 2025 are exciting years for VR titles. With more AAA titles such as Batman Arkham Shadow scheduled to drop soon, it may be the time to get into VR. Something that I've been learning about both the Meta Quest and 3S is that if you've never been into VR or you don't know where to start, Quest may be the right way to go.
If people want to start getting into VR, this is where to start. Meta Quest, you got it all right here with you. It's affordable, so it's available for a wide range of people, no matter what age and
One of the things that I was most skeptical about when I received the Meta Quest 3 was, am I going to run into walls? And I found that the boundary system was very intuitive, very advanced, even the automatic one where you just set it and then look at the ground and it scans the room around you. It made a barrier that I could deal with. And when I had a particular custom option or a custom desire, I could set it up manually so that I never would run into walls. One thing about the Meta Quest that sets it apart from some other VR headsets is it's focused on mixed reality. With these exterior cameras, they put a lot of effort into making it seem real. For example, I was able to turn my living room into the setting of an alien invasion. I was also able to walk around the house using my VR, putting menus and windows in different parts of the house while not having to take off my VR headset. So in this kind of mixed reality setting, you can kind of immerse yourself into another world while still in your living room. Now, one big improvement over the Quest 2 that they've done on this model is better lens technology. There's also, you can't see any visible magnification lines like you could on the Quest 2, which means that you're not going to get God rays like before. And also there's some distortion and then blurriness on the sides, not an issue on the Quest 3, at least in my experience. Also, the image clarity and the image resolution is more than double than the Quest 2. You can also adjust the eyes here. There is a little wheel right down here so that you can get the lenses right over your pupils. And there's actually apps that you can put on your phone to properly measure it so you don't have to just guess. One problem that I did have when trying out the Meta Quest 3, when I first tried it, I apparently didn't have the eyes adjusted correctly, and I was very quickly getting severe eye strain, headaches, and nausea. Once I downloaded an app to properly get my eyes in the right position or get these lenses in the correct position over my eyes, I was able to game for hours on end and I had no ill effects, no eye strain, no headaches, and definitely no nausea. One thing that stood out to me about the MetaQuest 3 was portability. We have over a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on this, giving us approximately between 2.2 hours to 2.4 hours, depending on your usage. In addition to this type of portability, you can also play all of your Steam games through the app called Steam VR. That's particularly interesting because you don't have to always connect via USB, even though a lot of AAA titles and people on YouTube will tell you that you should connect via USB. If you have a very fast Wi-Fi connection, such as Wi-Fi 6, you can often use AirLink, which is built in to where you could be wirelessly around your house and connecting to your Steam PC. Even if you don't have a PC and you have, say, an Xbox, you can actually play your Xbox even if you're not in the same house. As long as you're connected to a fast internet connection, even across town, and your Xbox is on, you can play all your Xbox titles on your MetaQuest. Now, when it comes to audio, I'm very critical. I'm very tough to please when it comes to audio. I review a lot of audio products on the channel, hello, and I'm not going easy on the MetaQuest. We have audio coming out of here. It looks like a coin style speaker here. And we have a down firing speaker which goes right at the ear, so good placement. And then there's also an up firing speaker over here, so give you that spatial audio kind of feel. It sounds good, but not great. Definitely an upgrade or Bluetooth earbuds, which I'll probably be covering on the channel very soon, might be an upgrade. Now, is it totally usable right out of the box? Absolutely. It sounds good. It's just nothing to write home about. It could use better impact, better dynamics. It sounds sometimes like small speakers. Sometimes it can sound tinny, but everything sounds very crisp and clear. Even I was able to watch movies, had a theatrical kind of effect. Overall, I liked them, I just wasn't blown away. Now, if I had to compare the sound of these to a pair of headphones, I would say they sound pretty close to Clear Audio's Arc 2. Those are also open ear style, and they have a similar aperture coming out for the speaker. Also probably the same shape. I haven't actually deconstructed them, but that's what they kind of sound like, and so they sound almost as good as the Clear Arc 2. Now the controllers, I like all right. They're great, they have a good feel, and they fit my hand pretty good. Buttons feel all very well made. It feels very well engineered, very high quality, and overall very comfortable. I'm not a fan of using wrist straps, and I need to have these attached to my hand because I will throw them when gaming, so I'm probably going to invest in some straps and grips for these to make them a little bit easier to hold on to. Another thing I'm not quite sold on is the included straps that come with the MetaQuest. They are pretty basic, but it's okay because you can use them out of the box. It's not ideal. It's not the best fit, at least for me. Some people have said they're pretty good, but fortunately, there are tons of third-party options for straps, including some that include secondary battery, and a lot of them are really good. So the ability that MetaQuest left in here to be able to remove these, you literally can just take them right off and attach a new set of straps or your own kind of harness, and then make it your own and make it to your comfort. All in all, my opinion of the MetaQuest 3 is that it is fantastic. It is a marvel of technology, very advanced, very high quality. The experience is very good, especially if you're in VR. And if you're not in VR, MetaQuest is a good place to get started because you don't have to know a whole lot about tech. You don't have to own a PC. You can literally own it, just connect it to Wi-Fi, and then game. And so in and of itself, it's a console. Now, whether or not you should get the MetaQuest 3 or the 3S, well, the 3S is fantastic according to what I hear. I don't actually have one to show, but on paper and according to other YouTube reviewers, it can do everything this can do, but the MetaQuest 3 has better pass-through, so mixed reality is going to be a higher quality on the 3, and then also the graphics processor and graphics overall in your experience is going to be a bit more crisp and sharp on the flagship Quest 3. I hope you found this review helpful. If you like it, please smash that like button and you can subscribe for more. You can also find links to everything we've been talking about in the link in description.